Hey guys, how you doing? Kelly Johnston here from Kelly's Truck Talk. I'm talking about stuff that is happening right now in the real estate business. I'm still working. I'm still busy. I got to do it while I'm driving down the road. Today, we're going to talk about struggle. We're going to talk about how a lot of times when people are struggling to get business, or they're feeling like there's not enough business there, or it's just there's no business out there to be had, or it's hard to attract business in and get that phone to ring and get people to call you. If you're in that mindset where it just feels tough, it just feels hard, and then every once in a while, and I totally relate to this. I remember back in my early days, and I'd get a lead, and however I met them, however I got into that conversation, and I would just obsess about this lead. This lead was everything to me, and I would focus on it, and I would talk to them, and I would hatch them, and I would give them fantastic service, and I would pay attention to it. I'd think about them, multiple searches throughout the day for them. Like, I'd be constantly thinking about them. And then, because I wanted to make sure I either got that listing or I got that buyer to buy something. And it was like, once I got the lead or two, I would be like, okay, I'm good now. I got one to work on. I got something to do. I've got a it's like being a project-oriented person, right? You kind of go, okay, I got a project now. I'm going to work on this and find solutions for these people, and it's going to be great, right? But what you do is you forget to carry on with your other lead generation activities. And sometimes I think some people actually, there's some out there that kind of go, if I get too much business going on, or if I get too many people, too many balls in the air, I won't be able to handle it, and I'm going to sacrifice somebody. That is very true in some circumstances. But I'll tell you this right now, you can handle more than you know you can handle. So don't let that stop you from driving for more business. You can always you can handle more than you think you can handle. And that is really, Ryan Serhant talks about it. I read his book recently. He talks about you got to have lots of balls up in the air, and you're kind of managing all these different balls in the air, and you're throwing them up, and then they're coming down and they're catching. And if I want to expand on the analogy, and there's different times that you're catching them, different times that you're throwing up, and you got to pay attention to them all, kind of thing. And the more balls you have in the air, the more chance to have opportunity for closings more consistently. And that's the truth. That is absolutely the truth. I talk about it in my book and in my course a little bit differently, but and you might have heard me on some videos where I talk about the now, soon, future, and the past clients, and balancing all that and keeping those balls in the air all the time. So it's really important. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to get tough on you here right now, because this is super, super important for you to kind of internalize in your brain. Stop that mentality. Think about getting more balls in the air all the time. Think about driving business and meeting new people every day. I talk about two a day, two conversations a day, a minimum of that, right? I talk about that all the time. So what is that? That's like between 50 and 60 new leads a month. Out of that, can you close 2 to 4 to 6 to 8? Depending on your conversion rates and how those leads are coming in. If they're coming in through referrals all the time, well, that's a different story. They're converting a lot faster, right? But even those people, even the referral people, even the people that are close to you and love you, they're not always going to do something immediately. They're not always going to do it right away just because they called you. And that doesn't mean you're getting paid within 30 days, right? So you always got to keep things rolling all the time. So if you're sitting on 2 to 5 leads right now, and that includes everything, that's listing leads and buyer leads. If that's all you've got going on right now, I'm going to tell you right now what you need. You need 20 leads that are what I would call hot or warm, or getting into the warm at all times. So 20 balls in the air. Imagine that, having 20 balls in the air. So you always know one's popping out and turning into business. One's popping out and turning into business all the time. I've got 17. I talked to a new lady today. I got 18 go get it listings on my board right now. I got 18 sitting there right now. We've got 6 we got this month. I'm rushing to an appointment right now to sign up another listing. Then we're signing up another one this afternoon, and I've got another listing meeting on Monday. So and these listings aren't even going on the market immediately. We're doing a launch, so we got to get all the stuff in order for all those things. So I'm just letting you know, this is what's going on all the time. And we're meeting up with some buyers in between those meetings, and we're going to show them a house for the second time because we're going to put an offer together. Like, this is what's going on all the time, you guys, and that's what you need happening in order to create consistency and have business coming in all the time. So 20 popping all the time. So if you don't have that, then you got to think about how to get that happening. If you want some help with that, go to the website forexformula.com, get the free ebook, the Quick Commission Blueprint. Get that book. It's a 25-page book. It's going to give you everything you need to know to start focusing on getting the hot business right now, uncovering where that hot business is in your market today, so it gives you a place to focus and then start focusing in it. If you want to know the activities to turn that focus into actual business and actual deals without having to rely on your own creativity and what some people are telling you in the office, and you actually want to learn how to do it step by step in a building block way, go to forexformula.com, get the book, for sure, get that, read it, and then when you read that book, it's going to make you kind of understand that you need to know more information, right? But it's going to give you, honestly, the foundation of what you need to do to build a business and have constant leads coming in all the time, and being able to make that $200,000 to $500,000 a year in any market. I don't care where you're doing business. That is very, very possible. And if you're already making that, then you should be able to double that, whatever you're making right now, if through that information. Go to forexformula.com, sign up, become a member. Stop and start anytime. Like, you literally could do all 10 and a half hours and do all those activities, because I want you to do the activities. I don't want you to just watch the videos. You got to watch the videos, and you got to do the activities and implement the tools. So I really want you to do that. And I would kind of estimate you could probably get all that done and start really implementing and utilizing the tools in about 3 months. And then you want to learn how to 4X that business. You want to multiply those efforts. So whatever listing, you should get 4 deals off that. Well, how do you do that? Well, I talk about that in the course, and I teach you how to do it. Okay, guys? So, and I'm not, that wasn't the purpose of this video necessarily to sell that, but I just want you to know there's still an opportunity. All right, guys, have a great day. Go out there and kick butt. And you guys can invite people too. Just invite them, and we'll just give value to them. They can be in another office, working in another office. That's totally cool. They can be at a province. They can be in Alabama. They could be in India if they can make it work.